Ford has just dropped their refreshed Ford F-150s, and Ram is not too far along. This is a 2024 Ram 1500 Limited, and I'm going to be comparing with the Platinum for this model year only because Ford decided to kill the Limited. I borrowed these trucks from Larry H. Miller, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram in Sandy, Utah, and Larry H. Miller Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. Both of these trucks are available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the pricing on these pickups, and then we'll go around to show you some of the features that they have. Here's the pricing for the Ford, and be sure to pause it for some of the standard equipment. So the only option is really the Max Recline and this 703A equipment group, and destination is $1995 with a total price of $85,145. And because this is the Power Boost, it does get better fuel economy. The Ram does have a lot of options, so again, make sure you pause it so you guys can see what was added, like the limited level 1 equipment group. And this one is max tow, dual pane sunroof is right there, and this one has that 33-gallon fuel tank. Total price with MSRP is right here, and here are the fuel economy numbers right there. So yes, Ram is a clear price leader for now. When 2025 Rams get here, it's not going to be the same because this will not be the highest trim level anymore. Now for the Platinum, if you want this lettering and this like style grille, like this color here or this material, you do have to get that upgraded package, by the way. I'll show you guys really quickly what comes there. That way you have an idea. Now, as I said earlier, for 2024, they did refresh this truck. So it does have a new front face, new grille, headlights, and I do like their headlights. They have that dual projector on each side, and you have the LED accent lights, reflective style fog lights, parking sensors. All this stuff pretty much comes standard on the Ford. Now, as far as the Ram goes, I love what they've been doing. They have killed this market, and I'm talking about the high trim levels. Like, I think the Limited is still one of the best trucks money can buy right now. They too have like that brushed, polished look on the grille. Now they have that bright chrome here, and then the center of the grille has that really nice design. It has like a mesh look to it. Forward-facing camera, optional, standard on the Ford. However, I feel as though, man, that's a toss-up right there, guys. That is a toss-up. I do like their style for their fog lights. It has like more of a sleeker look. And look how they've hidden the parking sensors on the front end of the truck compared to the Ford. Ford is kind of in your face. Ram really cleaned that up. And I like that they give you the parking sensor off to the side. You don't get that on the Ford, so just keep that in mind. But the headlight design, they do swivel left and right. They're not adaptive like the Fords, unfortunately. But yeah, I think both trucks do a great job. Let's go ahead and check out the sides. The 22s on the Ford are an option. They do come standard with 20. I do like their 20-inch wheel design better. However, I think I like Ram's 22-inch wheel a lot better. This has a Pirelli tire, and Ford has General Grabber tires. I feel as though if you look at the wheel designs, they both have a nice look to them, but Rams just look just a little bit nicer, and they're going to be getting a new wheel for 2025, which comes out this year. The other advantage on the Ram, you do have the option to get air suspension. So if your wife or your girlfriend, if you're still dating and can you still afford a truck like this, you can actually drop this truck down with the key. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if you push this button right here, you can drop the truck down. You guys can probably see it happening. And the reason why that's nice is because it makes it easier to get inside the truck, or if you need to get something inside the bed. Now you still have power deployable running boards, which do come standard on Limited. Also, same story for the Ford. You do have the power running boards. Now, where Ford wins, when you have the key in your pocket and you walk up to the truck, they fall down for you. With Ram, you have to basically open the door and they come down. What Ford also has a button on the side that puts them out for you, and it just makes it more convenient for getting inside the bed or getting something out of the bed, basically, if you need to get in on this side. Now, as far as the fuel tank goes, Ford comes standard with a 36-gallon fuel tank. Unless you get the Power Boost full hybrid, it would have a 30-gallon fuel tank.
I believe Ram's is 24, 26 gallons standard, but you can get an optional 33, so Ford definitely wins there. Smart key system only on the front doors on both trucks. Another advantage for the Ram, convex. With the Ford, it's not available. You know, you can obviously get the tow mirrors on both trucks, and as I said, you have the smart key system on the front doors, and that's going to be for the Ford. Now here's where Ford wins. Out back, you have a power assisted tailgate, and not only is it power assisted going down, it's power assisted going up. With the Ram, you cannot do that. All you can do is basically have it assisted for you, but you have to lift it back up with your hand. So Ram still wants you to work hard. As far as the taillights go, both trucks have full LED. You have the dual exhaust out back. Ford only has the exit on the side. It is a polished tip, so it has a nice look to it. Parking sensors, class 4 receiving hitches, 373 locker out back, and the Ram has a 321 standard. This truck has a 392 anti-spin, so there's no locker available for 2024. It gets worse for the Ram. You guys notice there is no power plug in the bed, right? On the Ford, here's one more flex on that power tailgate. You have not only power plugs, you have 7.2 kilowatts of power, aka 7,200 watts. You have a 30 amp plug right there, and then you have the 20 amp plugs here, and you can basically power your campsite. Yes, a little bit of storage on that side. They both had the bed lights and bed view cameras. Let's go ahead and talk about the powertrains. I feel as though I can be biased all I want, but Ford has the better powertrain. This is a hybrid 3.5 liter V6 turbocharged engine versus a naturally aspirated 5.7 liter V8. However, this is a mild hybrid because it has the e-torque system. The Ford's going to have 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque. Ram has 395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. 8-speed transmission, 10-speed transmission. It's no denying the twin-turbo engines are just better. Now, as far as fuel economy goes, it's a toss-up because I've seen where I've gotten better on the V8s depending on how I drive them, especially in the city. That's where the turbocharged engines hurt you. If you're not really good at, you know, feathering that throttle, these engines can get much worse fuel economy even with the hybrid system. But nevertheless, I definitely think that Ford takes the win. Whenever the 2025s get here, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure your bell notifications are on. I'm going to be comparing that inline 6 with Ford's EcoBoost. As far as the interiors go, again, like I said earlier in this video, Ram's been here for a long time. Everyone's been catching up, and the real wood treatment that they give you, these seats are real leather, tilt headrest, and you have a manually operated tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It should be powered, but they do give you power pedals down below, right there. And check out your floor mats. By the way, these are like $600, so you don't want to lose these. Now let's go ahead and check out the door on the Ford. We know that Ford doesn't like to be second to anyone. I think that they've hit this interior absolutely out of the park. I think that this smoked truffle is beautiful and is something unique and different I haven't seen before. They do have max recline seats, so if you do need to sleep inside your cab, this truck will make it more comfortable for you. Also, you have a massage function for the seats. That ain't available on that Ram. Now, you have a power steering column and power pedals down below. They both have power folding mirrors, blind spot monitoring, all that good stuff. Now, for the windows, they're only auto up and down for the front. Rams is actually the same story. Now, here's the Ram advantages. 19 speaker Harman Kardon is absolutely amazing. They actually don't have as many speakers for this truck, so that has a 14 speaker B&O sound system. And when you step inside, I like how they give you the grab handle wrapped in leather. You don't get that on the Ford. Now, here are the advantages really quickly on the Ram. Ram does have heads-up display right there. You can see it. I think you can see it. There it is. It just popped up. The gauge cluster has the best setup here, easy to use, and I think it's just cleaner. You guys see all your gauges that they give you? They did add this for 2024 on the Fords, but I think I like how Ram lays everything out. Like I said earlier, it's just easier to read, it's cleaner, and 12-inch display, and the Ford has the same. As far as the cameras go, it's a toss-up for me. I like both trucks. Both have clear cameras for the most part, and I like the 360 that you get. I just think that Ram's is smaller because of how they lay out this screen. Now, another advantage on the Ram is the center console. You guys see that deep storage here? They have a power plug down below here, wireless charger, 4 USBs. They have the most USBs of any truck. And check this out. They give you these covers. This is real wood. They give you one more USB there and more deep storage here. They give you this power plug. I don't think Toyota, Ford, or GM gives that to you. And up top here, LED lights. It has like a jewel effect too, home link. They don't give you that suede roof, but that is available for the Ram trucks. Big sunroof. Let's check out the Ford. You can't do that on your Ram, guys. Massage seats. Now check this out. You can't do this on Ram either. This truck has a workstation. So if you need to get on your laptop, this console gives you a nice space to get some work done. As I said, this truck has the max recline seats, and check out that roof. You guys have that suede on the roof. I just think that when it comes down to it, both trucks have their advantages and disadvantages. Also, you have that locker, which the Ram does not have. Now, I'm going to put it in reverse so you guys can see the cameras here. So because you have the larger screen horizontally, the cameras are a lot bigger and they're very clear. I think that this is probably the better setup. And again, be sure to subscribe. Whenever I get another Ram for 2025, they have a 14-inch screen, so it might be a little bit better for them. As I said earlier, you have the power in the bed that you can pretty much see on the screen. Now they did add in here, as I said earlier, the gauges up top here. So you do have that readout. But when it's really all said and done, it really depends on what you're looking for. This truck has that big sunroof, cup holders there. Love their little plaque that they give you. Shows you the VIN number. Now, as I said, the storage in here is minuscule. They do have that wireless charger, 2 USBs there, and then you have 2 Type-C USBs in this area. Let's go ahead and check out the back. Here's the rear for the Ford. You guys see right here? Nice wood treatment. Now, out back, you have air vents, outboard heated seats. You have a 12-volt plug there. You have 2 Type-C USBs, and you have a 120-volt plug. Armrest in the center with the headrests there. That's a power sliding glass. Storage below the seat. Flat floor surface. And let's go ahead and check out the Ram. This is going to be the winner. This cab is ginormous, and I'm not even making that up. But really quickly, here's the door. Really nice attention to detail. The speaker grills look super nice. Also, they give you some of those speaker grills on the roof there. Now, this seat reclines. You guys can pretty much see on that side, that seat reclines. You can't get that on a Ford. Also, you don't just have heated seats. They give you ventilated seats too. Power plug, 4 USBs out back. This is the clear winner for the second row. And it's a lot bigger, guys. There's a ton of space back in the rear. But let's go ahead and check out the Payload, and then that will pretty much end the video. Oh yeah, one more thing too. The armrest is a lot nicer for the Ram. So here are the numbers on the door. You have a gross axle rating up front at 3,900 pounds. The rear is 4,100 pounds. 7,100 pound gross fuel weight rating. 1,239 pounds of payload. Ford has 3,900 pounds and 4,150 pounds out back. 7,400 pound gross fuel weight rating. And then here is the payload. So this truck does have more payload, however it has a higher gross fuel weight rating because of the hybrid components on this truck. So with the electric motors, the battery pack, and the engine, it's just a lot heavier. But which one do you guys like? I think that the Ford gives me the features that I like. The massage function is a killer. Like, I love that function. I use it all the time on my GMC AT4X. But I don't know. When the new 2025 Ram comes out, it really might step ahead of the Ford. I think the Ford is better right now because of the features you get standard, like the sunroof. And even though it doesn't have the ventilated seats out back, I love my kids, but they don't necessarily need that, right? And that's probably the only people that are gonna be sitting back in my truck. So I hope you guys liked the video. Price-wise, the Ram's gonna win here because they're discounting the crap out of them. Ford are probably gonna give you some discounts, but probably not on these higher trim levels because they're not gonna get as many of them, right? So you probably might have to sharpen your pencil, but be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure your bell notification on. I'm gonna be doing more videos in the future. See you soon.